thank all of you for coming out and showing everybody truly what soccer has become in this country in the last 16 years. We have our academy here looking out, and these academy players will be in their prime age during the 2022 World Cup.
I think it was a great experience, you know, and spending most of the time out here in the US, up in New York and on the Eastern Seaboard, we were just overwhelmed with the support we've received here.
As a kid, you always dream that the World Cup will be in your country, you know, and to obviously play in the World Cup. But I just thought it was awesome that our country could host the World Cup, and I think it did us at a successful World Cup.
What is it like as a Brazilian knowing that your country in 4 years is going to be hosting the biggest stage in the world?
It's very exciting. As you know, soccer is a religion in Brazil. So for us Brazilians, it's a wonderful experience, and we are looking forward to it.
A New York legend, John Rudnick. And I'm sorry, I might add, one of our academy coaches, our under-13 academy coach right now.
Kids are awesome. A bunch of them are here today. I always say that they're light years ahead of where I was at the ages of 13, 14, 15. And you know, there's a lot of potential there, and I'm pretty confident that at least a couple of them will be there. So I hope they're inspired by it, and I hope they continue to work hard because the talent's there.
An MLS and New York legend and true pioneer of American soccer. I'd like to welcome Mr. Tony Meoli here today.
I was just sitting over there with some of the academy boys, and I can remember sitting there and I was thinking we didn't have the opportunities that they had as young kids to be able to be part of a Red Bull Academy. You know, the World Cup was really a pipe dream. Every kid that kicks a soccer ball, you know, thinks about playing in the World Cup, but you never know if it's going to happen. I was blessed to be part of 3 World Cups. These kids have an opportunity, Mike, that we've never had. The mission in 1994 was really twofold, was to try and do as best we could on the field, but was to help grow the sport in the country. And, you know, thinking back on it now, I think we did a pretty good job of really taking the sport to the next level. And then what they did this year in the World Cup, media-wise, was just something I never thought I'd see in this country.
Like Tony said, you grow up wanting to play for your national team and wanting to play for, you know, in a World Cup, and you know, to be able to get that first call and get that first cap under your belt, it's you know, it's something that's hard to describe.
The 2022 FIFA World Cup is Qatar.
My initial feeling when Sepp Blatter was giving his speech about, you know, losing, you know, and understanding how to lose, I felt right away that was directed towards England and the United States. And I didn't feel good after that. I felt a little bit better when Russia got it, because I thought, you know, if England gets it, they maybe wouldn't give it to another English-speaking country. But I'm not surprised. I'm sad for the U.S. soccer family, and that's every kid that kicks a soccer ball and every parent that takes a kid to a game and comes to an MLS game, everybody.
Obviously, my initial reaction is very disappointed, you know, just the thought of having a World Cup here in 2022 when our academy program players are going to be that age. It was an extremely exciting feeling. If you look at the whole process in a whole, Qatar is a country that they're probably, the Middle East, are trying to really develop soccer over there. I'm sure Qatar has a ton of money. And I think that, you know, at the end of the day, it was a good decision, you know, not take anything away from my feeling that I would like it here.
I think it would have made the sport in this country grow, you know, 5-10 times faster. You know, right now it's growing, which is great. You know, as long as it's growing, you know, you kind of have to be happy with it. But, you know, if getting a World Cup, I think it would have blown up.
I don't think it puts us back. It just doesn't give us the opportunity to host the biggest event in the world.
An event like this 13 years ago when I was a rookie would have, you know, been minuscule compared to this. And it just shows how far soccer has come in this country, and potentially from the '94 World Cup, which kicked it off, through MLS, and it's just going to keep growing, and it's unbelievable.
This is what Red Bull's been doing in the community. You know, they're trying to do it right. They get the community involved. It's something, quite honestly, when I played here years ago, there was no connection to the community. And the quicker they change all of that, the better off the organization will be. Not close to it, so I don't know. but that's what it seems like from looking in from the outside.
Soccer for the last 10, 12 years has been, you know, stamping their claim on the world scene, you know, and they've done some amazing things. And I think that we're no longer a country that plays soccer. We're a soccer-playing country now, which I think is very important.